Sarah Dowling.
Mr Speaker, it's a pleasure to round off this debate for a couple of reasons. The first is that I congratulate the Queen on being the longest reigning monarch in New Zealand, which is exciting. And then for the second reason, it is soon coming up for the class of 2014 and my own one-year anniversary of being elected to the position of MP, which is very exciting. And I think that gives us enough leverage to at least assess how the House behaves and perhaps assess the performance of the various teams that make up the benches in this House. And so what do we have directly opposite, Mr Speaker? Well, we have a writhing cesspit of negativity clinging to the hope that one day people will agree with their warped sense of the worldview. And, sometimes we will introduce bills to this House that the members opposite may agree with in part, but they still can't bring themselves to be gracious when this is a moderate government that is appealing to New Zealanders that have issues and looking to solve them with pragmatic solutions. And I want to address the member opposite that said that Labour are the party for workers. Well, I would dispute that, because I want to celebrate in the fact of the announcement last month that New Zealand Aluminium Smelter got a deal across the line with Meridian for the supply of power. Now, if it were up to the members opposite, they would have left NZAS to rot. That's 800 jobs, direct jobs at the smelter, and 3,000 indirect jobs. They would have left them to rot. Instead, what did this government do? We supported our people. We believed in them, and we believed that their jobs were worth it and the economy was worth it, and we supported the regions. Invercargill electorate is an export-driven economy, and that's what we're doing to support that is through the business growth agenda. Without us selling our primary goods and services to the rest of the world, there would be no jobs, there would be no incomes for our people, and we certainly wouldn't have a Labour participation rate of 74.3% compared to the rest of New Zealand at 69.3%. And we need more people to help our production. And so one of the other initiatives that we have is, of course, we've changed our immigration rules. And immigration initiatives are so vital for the provinces, despite the members opposite always rounding up on foreigners and people that want to come to New Zealand to make a better life for themselves and contribute positively to our economy. So changing the point system so that skilled migrants can come to the regions, making it easier for them to come to the regions and commit for 12 months, a long time frame, means they can come and be integrated into our society and produce and contribute, and not only produce our 14% of total export receipts, but also contribute to our society in an intangible way with their children in our schools and adding to diversity and tolerance in our area. It's absolutely wonderful. But there's jobs for the vulnerable too. We're supporting the vulnerable. Obviously, we've made increases to benefits, a net $25 for our most vulnerable people. But also, there are jobs in Invercargill for our beneficiaries, and we've had a decrease of our beneficiaries by 4%. So that's nearly 200 people back into the workforce in Invercargill. So again, through our business growth agenda, we want to see more connectivity. We want to connect even our southernmost businesses with the rest of the world. I note that that was something that New Zealand First did not support, but yet they have the audacity to ask the Minister about connectivity. Connectivity is so important to our regions, especially when you're in remote areas, and we're continuing to move that initiative forward so that our businesses can export. But I just want to say that we're not one-trick ponies down in Southland. It's not just all about agriculture, as this House would often resonate from the other side. We have other opportunities too. We have tourism, fledgling tourism sites that are growing at an exponential rate because of the magical scenery that is down south. We're attracting both domestic and international visitors to the Catlins. We've clocked up 100,000 cars to the petrified...
Members, the time for this debate has expired. I call on Government Orders of the Day numbers 1 to 4.